What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that YouTube is now run by AI, so we got to be as careful as possible. AI is allowing general discussions about crypto, NFTs, and other digital assets. It is not allowing, promise, promotions, guarantees, suggestions, recommendations. So that's none of what this video is. It is simply a discussion. You and I discussing what is going on in the crypto space, going over this news article, discussing the death cross, the technicals for Shiba Inu coin. And yeah, we're going to look at the price action as well. Back up a little bit today to about 860 points per coin. Now this is a 5-minute chart you guys see here. Going out to a 1-hour chart, you can see that Shiba Inu coin has been relatively sideways over the last couple of days here, and it's really caused a lot of, let's call it, frustration with traders, because after a beautiful start to 2025, the stagnation is causing frustration amid Shiba Inu coin, or among Shiba Inu coin traders and investors. But let's go over this article. It says Shiba Inu coin has completed another hourly death cross in 2026 as the hourly 50 period moving average fell below the 200 period moving average. Now, in contrast with what was experienced at the start of 2026, 2026 began on a strong note for Shiba Inu coin and the rest of the meme coin market as it saw prices run. Shiba Inu coin sharply surged to a high of 1,017 points per coin in the first few days of 2026 before it started declining. And that's what we just got done talking about right here. A beautiful start to 2026, running roughly 30% from 680 points per coin to 1,000 points per coin. And it's not necessarily been declining. It was a very quick wick up. I mean, we were essentially at this 868, 870 point per coin level, right? We wicked up on a 1-hour candle and then essentially right back down. So we've really been sitting sideways since the beginning of 2026 here. And even the stagnation, guys, you don't have to sit on losses, right? 868 to 858 points per coin is not a terrible or tragic move, but it does weigh heavily on sentiment for investors. You got to remember, retail is crazy emotional. I mean, it doesn't make sense how emotional retail is. They will absolutely sell at the bottom, and they will give all of their money away at the top. It's crazy. It says Shiba Inu coin attempted to reverse the drop when it sharply rose to a high of 912 points per coin, but that too was followed by a drop. Now, risk appetite across meme coins has cooled down after a strong start to the year, with traders increasingly quick to sell rallies in the absence of fresh catalysts. Shiba Inu coin fell for 2 days in a row to reach a low of 815 points per coin. At the time of writing, it was around 853. At the time of recording, it's about 859, so doing just slightly better. It says it's not all that bad. Shiba Inu coin saw the death cross on its hourly chart at 2025's close on December 31st, and this was quickly overshadowed by a golden cross appearing on the hourly chart. Shiba Inu coin rallied at 2026's start, with the price declining afterwards. Now, moving average crossovers on hourly time frames tend to be significant, especially in fast-moving markets, but otherwise their impact might be short-lived, as seen in Shiba Inu coin's scenario, where the hourly death cross was quickly overshadowed by a golden cross appearing shortly afterwards. And it does depend, the hourly time frame, unless you guys are day traders or you're out there buying and selling, you really want to look at the daily chart and see the overall daily trend. Shiba Inu coin had a very, very difficult 2025. 2026 so far is still looking phenomenal, right? We started at about 680 points per coin. We're at 858 points per coin. So Shiba Inu coin is still doing very well in 2026, and the overall market is experiencing some green. We're sitting at a level of 50 neutral on the Fear and Greed Index, which is so much better than the I always say negative 10, but level of 10 extreme fear that we had just about a month ago. And, of course, the RSI is heating back up a little bit, and altcoin season ticking back up a little bit. So the indicators are there. They are rising. We simply have to get back to the excitement, the emotion, the FOMO, and the sentiment, which will return. The only question you guys have to answer is, are you accumulating in anticipation, or are you sitting on the sidelines waiting for it to pass you by?